Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR. So let's just dive in and let's start off with the price chart. So currently speaking, we are trading around roughly 6 cents. We did see a little bit of a pullback within the market. And Hedera obviously was not shy to be one to follow. But as we do look at Hedera recently, we did see a run up to about like 6.5 cents or around it. We did see trading volume up within like the hundreds of percent zone, and we did see it starting to trend over on Twitter. We also seen a lot more individuals jumping over to talk about Hedera, which was a little bit surprising to me, but you know, it's always something in this market where you see a token start to kind of pump and then all of a sudden everyone starts talking about it. We recently seen meme coins getting a lot of attention recently, which I thought was kind of comical because what we usually see there is a lot of people chasing gains. So they will sell assets like HBAR and actually jump over to those meme coins, which I always find comical. But nonetheless, as we do look at Hedera and we look at the price action right now, I do believe that we are in a very, very critical time for price action. What do I mean by that? Well, very similar to back here during 2020, where we just kind of traded sideways until we seen that major push to the upside. I believe that we are very well in that time of the market where we are just kind of trading sideways here, waiting for the next big move in the market. The problem is that a lot of people will actually get shaken out during this time, not from volatility, not from swings to the downside, but also just from time. I've said it time and time again on this channel that the best way to shake out retail is time. Many retail investors are extremely impatient, so they don't want to wait around for price action to actually show up. I actually see it a lot on the comments on HBAR videos, is where you see people laughing, or you'll see people saying HBAR is still trading around 6 cents, like give me a break. And I personally love to see comments like that. I love it. It doesn't get me mad. It actually makes me laugh because as we do look back in time and we look at the price action of HBAR during this entire time here, you know, this was roughly almost 3 years in the making in terms of price action on HBAR until we actually seen a massive run up to the upside. This was technically over a 50x return on HBAR. On the next run up, this could very well be 50x. It could be, you know, whatever you want to believe it could be, because a lot of people think that it could be $3 to $6, which is my thinking. A lot of people are a little bit more conservative, saying $1.50 to $2.80, anywhere around there. But to me, I think that this thing could very well boast a massive run up in the market, and we could see anywhere between $3 to $6. So this could be a 20, 30, 40, 50x. But again, you know, most people won't be around that long to actually see those gains. A lot of people will be selling on their run up. People will sell at 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, whatever. But to me personally, I look at HBAR very similar to my XRP bags, where, you know, I do have a large portion of HBAR that I just don't feel confident selling at all. And it's because of what Hedera is actually building. So with all of that in mind, let's dive into this tweet here from Hedera. So we do see Consensus 2023. I believe Consensus 2023 just wrapped up. But we do see the future of blockchain payments, practical challenges and opportunities. And this is the crowd that was getting talked about roughly within the payment scheme around Hedera. To me, was as we really kind of look at Hedera, it's best suitable for payments. I think that payment technology is not going to be built out on Ethereum or, you know, with Bitcoin. I think that the future of payments, especially digitization of payments, it's going to be through technology like Hedera that has the potential to not only have massive amounts of transactions going 24/7, 365, but also allowing for transactions to be settled at a fraction of a penny. A lot of people think that that is a downside to it, right? Because Hedera is not making a ton of money off of the transactional volume that it is seeing. But to me, it's very beneficial because it means that they need to boast a lot more volume to make a lot more profit as a network. So to me, yes, I do believe that Hedera will boast, you know, hundreds of billions of transactions per day at some point in time, which is going to be very exciting. And yeah, that might still be years away, but it's something to really kind of look forward to. Also, we did see a fireside chat with Christian Hasker, actually. What do you see? Building an ecosystem from the ground up. Listen closely to this 26-second long clip.
You have this codependency. Great engineers need great business people, and great business people need great engineers, right? It's really this symbiotic relationship. So as you think about what you want to do for the world and your next great idea, you want to pick a technology underneath it that's going to work for what you need it to. You don't.
And this is something that I've always kind of nailed on this channel, is because, like, as you look at technology like Ethereum, for an example, Ethereum is a perfect example. Ethereum has been the big one. It has been the one that boasted so much development, engagement, and also activity. And there's so much being built out on Ethereum still today, and there has been so much built out on it. But I do think that things are starting to change. And the reason for this is the tech stack of some of these networks. I actually said in a recent Casper video that enterprises and a lot of these developers that are building out enterprise technology and use cases, they are going to choose the networks that are the most efficient for their use case. If you have something that demands scalability, you are not choosing Ethereum. If you have something that is demanding a ton of transactional volume, and you need the fees to be low, you are not choosing Ethereum. That's why the future isn't going to be Ethereum. A lot of people believe that Ethereum is going to be around forever and it's going to be the number one use forever, but things change, right? I do think that Ethereum will be around pretty much forever, but it's not going to be the most used. We will see things flip it. I believe that Hedera does have a large amount of offerings for a lot of developers and enterprises, etc. And it's the number one reason why I believe that Hedera will be in the top 10 eventually. Very similar to Casper. This is why I look at some of these assets and I'm like, wow, we have such an incredible opportunity ahead of us to not only accumulate a lot of these gems, but also to be a part of this revolutionizing technology. And with that, I do want to go over to another area. So regulations. We recently seen Hedera become a very crucial player around regulations within the US, which I thought was great. In fact, the former CFTC chair, as well as the head of global policy at Hedera and other industry experts, were actually talking at an event just recently, and this was titled "The Future of Digital Assets: Identifying the Regulatory Gaps in Spot Market Regulation." Recently, we've seen a lot of insights around Hedera with regulations, and they were playing a crucial part of regulations within the US recently. But I also talked about this with Brian Brooks, right? Brian Brooks joining Hedera was a crucial indicator that we were going to see Hedera play a key role in regulations. I think that Hedera is one of the most regulatory compliant networks in this space. And I do think that we are really coming down the wire on regulations within the US to truly be here. We hope, right? We really do hope. We've been following it around Congress with Gary Gensler and the SEC. Regulations are that key that opens the door of endless possibility for, crypto and a lot of these networks and assets to be adopted in. I believe that that is a big obstacle right now in mass adoption of these technologies. And once we do get that behind us, it's really going to open, like I said, a door of possibilities. Now also, transactional demand. So recently we hit 7 billion transactions. That was back in April, right? April 15th. Just about 16 days later, we are almost boasting 8 billion transactions over on HederaTransactions.com. But if we actually look at Dragon Glass, we already hit 8 billion transactions. I'm not too sure which one of these is most up to date. I believe that Dragon Glass is the one that has the most insights on this. You could also probably go check out Metrica as well. And if you actually go and look at Metrica, you could actually see a few updates around this in terms of like the 3-month volume and stuff like that, which this has been one that we've been watching for a while. If you actually go and look at the year to date, it's really something special. 5.38 billion transactions this year already, which is it's just ridiculous if you think about it. And then also accounts growth. So far this year, we've seen about 343,000 active accounts, 2 million total accounts, and 600 and roughly 30,000 created accounts this year as well, which is something very special. So we are starting to see a lot more accounts growing. And by the way, the most amount of accounts that we've seen was back in January 1st, actually 108,000 added accounts, which was something special to say the least. So yeah. There is a lot of transactions being really really ramping up over on Hedera. 8 billion transactions is something special, and it really is a remarkable factor around Hedera. But also, like I said, account creation is definitely something to look at. We are doing about roughly 500 million transactions per week now. Per month, it's been roughly around, if this can load, I know that this does take a little bit of time. So it's been roughly around almost 2 billion transactions per month, which is, like I said, ridiculous compared to some other networks out there. But also, we did see a few updates around developer activity as well. Developer activity in April. We did see Hedera be the fourth one. 380 developer activities were done in the month of April within Hedera, which is very exciting to see because, again, it means that developers are starting to develop a lot of things and activity is really ramping up. But also NFTs. So we do see over here daily data holders 30-day. So if we actually look at this, those that were holding at least one NFT on Hedera increased significantly. From March 26th, we've seen 40,000 roughly, to April 25th, we'd seen 55,000, which is crazy to watch. I mean, like, there's been a lot of things ramping up on Hedera. And NFTs were definitely one of them, developer activity as well, and also DeFi. So 1 million trades were just achieved over on SaucerSwap, which is very exciting to see. And yeah, things are starting to really ramp up. If we actually go over here to the report from Masari, so we do see State of Hedera Q1 2023. This got posted a day ago. We do see some key insights. So Dell Technologies joins the Hedera Governing Council as the 28th member. The Hedera Governing Council is a group of organizations. They kind of break this down. Hedera TVL increased 52% quarter over quarter, setting another all-time high. All Hedera network services saw key metrics rise. And also we did see them report on the security breach, which was a bug within the smart contract service. Then Hedera surpassed 6 billion total transactions. Now we're sitting at 8 billion. And then we've seen a few key metrics down here. So you can see the circulating supply in terms of the financial report with the circulating market cap. You could also see the network daily transactions and daily active users. And again, you could see the daily active users actually gaining some momentum here with a significant increase of about 350%. Then also daily transactions seen an increase of roughly 2,600%. And then we can see the network services down here as well. Consensus service average daily active users, again, an increase of 195%. Average daily active users within the crypto service, 82%. Smart contract service, about 26.7%. Token service, about 3.3%. And also performance as well. They do kind of break this down here if you guys did want to check this out. And then also we did see a few things around the network itself. So with TVL, we've seen TVL skyrocket in value, which we did report on. Daily NFT transactions and users also did increase significantly. New accounts also, like I said, increased significantly, 166%. Active users as well, and daily transactions. You guys can see that here. And then active and new accounts set all-time highs in 2023, which I said, January, we've seen 108,000 new accounts, which was very significant. And you can see the active users also increasing here as well, which is very exciting. So as we really do look at TVL, we look at the developer activity, we look at the users, we look at everything happening on Hedera. It seems as though things are really starting to ramp up. And this is just the beginning, as I said. Right now we still very well are in like 2020 times where, most people are out of the market. Time has shaken them out. Price action has shaken them out. There's been so many bearish events, mainstream media telling everyone that crypto is a fraud, this, that, whatever. So most of the major shakeouts are mostly behind us. We could still see some volatility within the market. We could still see up and down swings within the market. But for the most part, I believe that now is the best time to be in this market and the best time to be stacking some of these utility gems. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. Says that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this before. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.